Alright everybody, we got the shows out of the way. I got the vlog cooking up, editing and shit, and I felt this video needed a little more importance. It's been a little over a week since Is This Thing Cursed came out, and I got it like 2 days after it came out, and I wanted to listen to it about like 10-15 times, get a vibe for it, and pretty much put this video out ASAP as soon as I could. And yeah, this is actually going to be a review. I'm changing everything to reviews from now on because thoughts and opinions, I don't know, that I overthink things and it's just too redundant in my head and I don't want to say that anymore. So, I mean, it's still going to be the same format. It's going to be shit that I would recommend buying anyway. Maybe once in a while I'll throw a piece of shite in there. But for the most part, this is just going to be it. Review time. The first thing I want to say about this album is usually pretty much with every single Alkaline Trio album, it's mostly all Skiba for me and not so much Dan in there. For some reason I'm not really a big fan it's not that I'm not a big fan of his music, but I just prefer Skiba over this. But I really feel like this was Dan's album. I don't know if he was going through the same shit that Matt was going through with the last or not the last album, not the acoustic one, but the one before that with his breakup and everything. I don't know if that was a similar situation and that's how like he took the reins on it, but he killed it in this one. So let's go through the track listing a little bit. Is This Thing Cursed? It's a good opener. Definitely nowhere near my favorite on the album, but it's not bad. Blackbird's really good, something you would expect from Alkaline Trio. Definitely sounds like an Alkaline Trio song. That one's a Skiba song. Is This Thing Cursed is a Dan song. So the next one is Demon and Division. That's another Skiba song. It's not bad. It's alright. It's good. But it's not nowhere near the best on the album. Little Help is probably one of my favorite songs off of the album in general. That's definitely a song that almost every time I've listened to the album, I have hit back on my whatever I'm listening to it on just to hear it again. Sometimes like 3-4 times. Definitely one of, if not my favorite song off of the album. I Can't Believe in Sweet Vampires, 2 more Skiba songs, which actually started to grow on me the more I started listening to the album. See, I really wasn't feeling a lot of Skiba songs, really, until probably about the 3rd time in listening to it, and I was like, okay, I get it now. I'm reading through the lyrics because I'm like an old man. If it was made after the 1950s or 60s, then I can't understand the lyrics, so I'm always reading lyrics. Get pissed when they don't come with lyric books, so I had to, which this one didn't. So I had to go to AZ Lyrics and look it up, and yeah, most of them were incorrect. Even I knew that, how terrible I am with lyrics, but reading them, I was like, no, these aren't the fucking lyrics. They got fixed, most of them. But, yeah. So, listening to it through and getting the lyrics in my head a little more, it definitely changed my opinion on I Can't Believe in Sweet Vampires. Really good songs. Pale Blue Ribbon, another one from Dan, good song. Goodbye Fire Island is a really, really good song. That one took a little time to grow on me, to another Skiba song. I'd say it's probably up there as one of my favorites as well, with, excuse me, with Little Help. Blackbird's probably got to be up there as one of my favorites. I'd say lower on the favorites, but it's still up there. But it's still in the favorites, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't made a video like this in a long time. It's a little weird just staring into a fucking camera and talking to you guys, okay? Excuse me. So where was I? So Goodbye Fire Island is just like one of the songs that just like, it hits that part of my body, and Stay is next. Stay and Heart Attacks, probably my least 2 favorite songs on the album. Those really aren't anything special to me. And then next we got Worn So Thin, another one of my favorites. I'd probably say it's second to Little Help. Another Dan song, which, like I said, Dan usually isn't my favorites on the album. Not that I don't like his stuff, but it's usually Skiba who's killing it for me on the album all the time. And I feel like this is like the most he's ever shined on any album. Dan. Pronouns, pal, if you want something to wrestle with. Anyway, Worn So Thin was just a really great song. Throw Me to the Lions, another good song. I'd say it's probably middle of the road to maybe lower my favorites. And then Crystaline's a really good song. Matt coming through again, you know, with his songs about love. Like, they just, like, they write really good songs. Like, that's just so undeniable. Like, it's just hard to believe. Like, they're probably the most well-written band out there. For, you know, above Green Day, who's my fucking favorite. If you were to talk shit about Green Day, fuck you. Because without Green Day, I wouldn't have discovered the Casualties. I wouldn't have discovered Rancid and NoFX and Guttermouth and the U.S. Bombs and fucking Ramones. Well, I probably still would have found the Ramones. Don't get me wrong with that one. But anyway, you get the point that I'm going with here. But there's probably a couple of things that I really didn't like about it. Anything on Epitaph, just like, seems so produced to me, which is weird that it comes from, you know, one of the founding fathers of Bad Religion, that they would just produce things the way that they do. And I don't think this was Brett that produced it, as a matter of fact. Let's find out. Produce and mix. No, it's Cameron Webb, who's a pretty famous producer, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, it seems like anything on Epitaph is just like too produced. Rancid's last record, though really good, it just seemed really overproduced for a Rancid record, and it was produced by Brett. So that one certainly doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm getting a little off track. Short story is, Epitaph is usually overproduced, which Alkaline Trio has been overproduced probably since Porter left the band anyway. He was, you know, they've definitely been different since then. You know, not as good, but they're still really fucking good. Don't get me wrong. I wish there was a little more classic Alkaline Trio in there. I mean, I know, you know, progression, not regression, and all that shit and everything, but I didn't feel like there was enough, like, classic Alkaline Trio. Some of the songs were just a little too soft for me and everything. I can't just go with it the way that I go with a song like Armageddon or something of that sort, you know. But yeah, it is a great album. Pick the shit up. I think I'm rambling incoherently at this point. I'm fucking tired. I've been beat. We got a show this Thursday in Syracuse, so if you're in the area, come to the show. If you've watched this all the way through, thank you, dude. You, dude. Subscribe down below. Leave a comment. Share this video. Don't fucking kill anybody, because that shit's stupid as motherfuck. Peace.